Hi everyone! This is a small vlog backstage of the Metamorphosis animation making process. Preparation. As usual, everything started with the mood board, which included the first storyboard and my initial ideas. I needed to prepare some references. I filmed myself and then cut the video into frames. Since I usually work with 2D animation, I draw the main character's movement frame by frame, so while filming, I knew which pose I needed to put my character in. I continued this animation all the way into the full tree transformation. In the future, I'll be drawing fewer frames, because this time I definitely overdid this part of the work. Fire. Just like with the character animation, I started the process by drawing the fire animation. Surprisingly, it's not that easy to animate fire. I spent some time, a lot of time, figuring out its chaotic movement. After doing some research on materials for fire, I ended up using feathers. A bit unusual, but I really liked the effect they created with the fluffy tips. For the flames, I used bits. After experimenting with materials, I liked the result and thought, yeah, I want to work with this. Spoiler, on set I also tried wool, but feathers worked for me much better. Puppet. At first, I made a rough, roundly sized puppet sample just to get an idea of how it would look. Only then did I measure every body part, as it had to match the tree size. I decided to make a paper puppet. I wanted my character to be bold without any specific characteristics, as it had to represent anyone. No color, no clothes, no hair, just a body and pink cheeks. I also had to make extra hands, bodies for spinning and faces. Background. For the background, there were two sketches, one digital and one drawn on paper. I liked both, but I felt that the pencil drawing had more personality. So for the final version, I chose oil pastel. I believe it's the perfect material for expressive drawings that don't need to be detailed. The scene had to be a starry night with a magic tree in the middle and with huge stars that resemble lilies. 3. It was easy to figure out how a person would transform into a tree. Hands into branches, body into stem. But for the building scene, I wanted to do something interesting. I was experimenting with clay, and the tree branches kept slowly falling down. That gave me an idea. What if fire melts a tree? I drew a short animation for this idea and liked the result. I wanted to make the tree out of wood using a laser cut. Everything was going perfectly. I booked a filming studio in advance for a whole day and for a few hours for next day. But when I checked the time slots for the laser cutter, it was fully booked until the end of the week. I panicked. I was depressed. I thought it was the end. But then I remembered that I have course mates, so I asked my friend if I could add my tree cutouts on her sheet, and she agreed. So the next day I was already cutting them out. Luckily I made them perfectly sized, so I didn't have to redo anything. Filming. Filming day started at 9 a.m. because I wanted to finish everything in one day. I really liked the process. It was quite meditative. I also improvised some scenes. For example, I added flowers and leaves to the tree before the fire scene. The next day, I came back to film the fire and the ending scenes. After that, I only had to put everything together in the video editor, and that was my final piece. So basically, it took me 1.5 days to film the entire project. So that's it. Thank you for your time. I hope you enjoyed this video and understood my accent. Bye!